What the cake is going on, you guys? Welcome to our cake channel where I'm going to be sharing with you all of my tips and tricks that I've learned throughout the years, starting from the cake. Like, we need to learn how to make the cake before we can make these beautiful creations. So keep on watching. Before we go into our ingredients, I just wanted to share with you our serving chart or serving size reference. On my right here, which is my left, your right, my left is our 5-inch cake. It's good for 6 to 8 servings. Now, I always say, depending on serving size, because some people will have more, some people will have less. It's usually the men that have more, and then your serving size will just be cut in half. So 5-inch, 6 to 8 servings. Next size up is our 6-inch, 10 to 12 servings. And now if you're doing a party that's 20 to 30 servings, this size will probably be your best bet. We have a stacked 6 and 8-inch. So 10 to 12 servings for the 6-inch, and then the 8-inch at the bottom, 16 to 18 again, depending on serving size. So let's get baking. All right, so before you start mixing your ingredients, have your pans ready to go. I have 2 5-inch pans here with parchment papers inside. I don't use butter or oil just because this has been the easiest way for me. Our oven is preheated to 350. These babies will go in for 30 minutes. Now, starting with our dry ingredients, 1 cup and 1¼ cup of flour, 3/4 sugar, half a teaspoon of baking soda, half a teaspoon of salt, and 1 teaspoon of baking powder. That's all for our dry ingredients. For our wet ingredients, half a cup of buttermilk, half a cup of canola oil, 2 eggs, and 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract. And don't use the cheap one, don't use the artificial one, use the good kind, the actual vanilla extract. This is the best one that I've found from Costco. I literally leave Costco with like 10 of each time. So the first video I wanted to share with everyone is my favorite cake flavor. It's the vanilla buttercream cake. It's so delicious. For a long time, I had this every day with coffee in the morning, and a lot of my clients do come back for only this flavor. So I'm happy to share it with you guys. Simple ingredients you already have in your pantry. You should. If not, the only one that you need and is my special ingredient is buttermilk. Buttermilk is in all of my cake recipes, and it just makes a huge difference. It makes the cake really moist and delicious. So the beauty of our recipe is we just mix everything, give it a light beat, and that's it. So really lightly on this, don't go too hard. It just needs like a second, like 30 seconds until everything is incorporated. See, not even a minute. That was 30 seconds, and making sure everything's incorporated. You don't want to overmix it because you're going to get flat cakes. This is very common for a lot of bakers. They will tell you not to overbeat your batter because it will flatten, because you've just kind of like compressed and flattened all the ingredients. I think that's... I'm not a scientist, but from experience, just don't overbeat your batter. Now, using the best of your abilities, we're going to try to split this batter into 2. Before we pour it into our pan, for extra measure, just go in with your spatula and mix it up, making sure that the bottom ingredients have been incorporated.
Smells good.
You can smell it?
Yeah.
That's the vanilla extract talking that you're smelling. It makes a huge difference. I never use artificial All right, and again, these pans go in the oven for 30 minutes. One recipe calls for the perfect 5-inch cake. After we pop these in, I will run down some cake sizes with you guys. So our cakes have been in the oven for 30 minutes. Now what I do is go in with a butter knife, and we're just going to go in and release the cake. Just press it along the sides of the pan so it doesn't stick on there anymore. And then flip it. Look how beautiful these cakes turned out. Super moist and spongy. Perfect consistency to cover in fondant. And there you guys have it, our beautiful vanilla cake recipe. Super moist and spongy. The best recipe I found to work with fondant. I hope you guys like it. Stay tuned. I will be sharing a full list of the serving size, and we are gonna go in with our second video on buttercreams and how to bake it. So keep on watching, leave a comment below, and I will see you next time.